All I watched at Evo was the anime stream, Xrd, and Tekken Top 8. Well, Tekken was probably the coolest. I liked it the most. Xrd was good. I don't remember it too well, but it did look pretty good. Obviously, Dizzy dropped. There's a balance patch that completely changed Elfelt's game plan. Well, not completely, but it did change up quite a bit of how she plays. A lot of things are more unsafe than they were before. I don't know why. It was all nerfs for Guilty Gear. It's all nerfs. And then they also said that it's going to be on PC. They are going to release Revelator on PC either last chunk of this year or early next year. One of those things. Yeah, it dumpstered Elfelt. That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing that. And I haven't heard anything about Dizzy. I don't know what her deal is. Anyways, we'll go do some Kyo training here. What's up, Infected? Did you grope girls at Evo again? I groped myself 2 girls that were at Evo. But that's about it. That's all I did. I think that was really about it, to be honest. You heard things? No, that was a Mexican dude. I know I say amigo a lot, but I don't have the chutzpah. You know, I don't got the cajones to do what that guy did. I mean, that guy literally said that he was drunk, so there you go. But he also laid between, on the bed, the boyfriend and the girlfriend, and started feeling up the girlfriend. It sounds like he managed to work his way in there, is what I'm trying to tell you, Internet. Sounds like he managed to work himself a ways in before she decided to, you know, pipe up and was like, oh, wait a minute. There's no tacos here. You can't be here. There's no tacos. That's a weird story, isn't it? That's a weird one. I don't have the balls. I don't have the cajones to do that. I can't possibly pull that off. Enough distractions, though. I need to pick a color. I'm going to go with black because I'm edgy. And I guess Iori. Why not? I mean, he looks like he really wants to spend some quality time with Kyo. We have stages. Neo Asaka. Wow, that looks kind of cool. What do you guys think on stages? That looks kind of cool. We're talking about Mexicano. Let's go into Mexicano. That's what we'll do. Well, yeah, Evo. Evo was cool. What else was it? Street Fighter V was really good. Just pick random? There's no way I'm going to just pick random. So let's talk about Evo really quick. Like I was saying, Guilty Gears was really nice. It was an okay match, but really just the info that dropped was really cool. Tekken 7 FR was really, really good. I think it was the best. Saint took it. I believe it was over Knee, I think, was his opponent. Really great. It looked really, really good. The one thing about Tekken was Tekken 7, I expected to see a ton of Akuma. And there really wasn't that many Akuma. There was not a lot of Akuma. The only one that was really plowing through everybody was Punko. Punko's the guy that fucking was plowing through everybody with Akuma. Play while you talk? I'm not that diverse. I don't have the... I can't do that. I want to talk about Evo. I can't play and Evo talk. It's too much. But Tekken 7 was fucking fantastic. I loved it a lot. Punko made it to 3rd place. So, top 8. He made it to 3rd place. And then Saint took it, and it was really awesome. After that, they talked a little bit about some releases. Harada showed up. Actually, you know what? Harada didn't even show up after the end of Tekken. He waited until, I think it was the end of Smash. Until the end of Smash. He showed up and did an announcement. I believe that's what it was. It might have, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. In any case, he showed up and gave us 2 new characters. He gave us Bob. That's the speed and weight guy. And Raven, but rather than Raven, the black dude who is literally Wesley Snipes from Blade, the Blade trilogy movies, they changed his gender, and so now he's a girl, and it is a girl Raven. Girl Raven. That is who we have. It looks exactly like his moveset from all the other Tekkens. It looks like Raven's movesets. She has, it looks like everything that I've ever seen, but it's a woman. I guess maybe Raven isn't so much a name of a person as it is like maybe a title. And now this chick has it. Kind of weird. I don't care. It's just, I never really played the character. It was kind of cool, but whatever. Bob, the most inspired name. Bob is my favorite troll character name, yeah. Used to call Howrong Bob, yeah. I didn't like Bob. Bob's a new-ish character. I think he came out in the last Tekken, right? Tekken 6? It's either Tekken 6 or Tekken Tag 2. I can't remember which one he came out from, but he was kind of a new character, and he was top tier. Like, a lot of people hated him because he was so top tier. He did everything. He just does everything, and he does a ton of damage. And in the tag system, in the tag world, his tag moves, when you tag him in and tag him out, were ridiculously strong. Bob was insanely good. And not only was Bob strong, but his joke counterpart was Slim Bob, who is naturally what you think he is. He's a slim version of Bob. He was pretty good, too. So these characters were not broken, but they were disgustingly good. Bob was in Tekken 6? Yeah, I was pretty sure that's what I was. My real name is Bob Bobson? Wow, that is definitely something a UK guy would say. But shush, we're talking about Evo. I wasn't too happy. I gotta be honest with you. I was not happy with these announcements. I was really let down. The first one was Bob. That's the one guy I really didn't care to see again. And Raven, who I don't care about Raven. I never played him, and she just looks like Raven. Just looks like Raven. Freaking, that's so Raven. Neither of them is Lei Wulong, and that's the only fucking character I want in Tekken 7. That's it. That's all I want. Just give me Lei Wulong so I can be happy and play Tekken and lose online. That's it. That's all I want. I have Alex in Street Fighter V. I bought Capcom's overpriced $25 Capcom Pro Tour event DLC for a stage and costumes I'm never going to use and colors that I actually just used a little bit ago when I was playing Cobra Shocker, kind of off stream. But I did it because Alex got a color and I got a stage. $25. I'm so glad I told you guys this because I am now going to get ostracized. Ostracized? I'm going to run with that word. Ostracized. I will now be turned into an ostrich on the internet, live, on my stream, because I spent way too much money on a stupid DLC thing. It's ridiculous. It was the dumbest move in the world. But now I have some colors with Alex, and that's why I did it. And a stage. That's actually a pretty legit stage. I thought it was pretty cool. There's no Lei Wulong in Tekken 7 yet. Oh my god. Like, I would have put money on that showing up. But he didn't show up. He wasn't there. It hurts. It hurts. I want him back. I want him back so bad. I don't know who to play. I don't know who to play if Lei doesn't show up. And I just wanted him to be there so bad. I want to see some gameplay of it. It hurts. But other than that, Tekken was really good. I really want to play some Tekken. It's going to be so great. Yes, I have a broken controller. And Tekken was my favorite. Guilty Gear was pretty cool. I don't remember it too well. After that was Smash, and I can tell you with full confidence, I completely skipped Smash up until the very last thing. The very, 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 very last thing. And what I saw was an adult man wearing a leather jacket looking extremely sad, while another man who actually looked like a normal human being, granted he did have a reasonable neck beard, and I can understand that. It's a very nice fashion. I'm sporting one myself. It's kind of starting to grow in. I saw that man on his knees and crying. That's what I saw. That's what I saw of Smash Melee. The Melee. That is what I saw of Evo Smash. Yeah. So this is the only not fighting game relevant thing I'm talking. I swear. I mean, this is one of those things. I made a video. Was like, who cares about Smash, right? Lo and behold, you know, fighting game guys don't care about Smash. The only people who care about Smash are the Smash players. We did have an influx of people watching that Smash play. There was about 200,000 watching on stream, and then when that was over and they were moving on to Street Fighter V, it dwindled down to about 150,000. So there was like 50,000 people who tuned in just to watch some Smash. And then when Street Fighter V actually got on, it rose up to over 200,000. So, you know, Street Fighter V did bring in more people than Smash, but, you know, it took a while. And that it probably wasn't those 50,000 people again. It was probably new people, because it was actually shown on ESPN2. That's the other thing. So let's move on to Street Fighter V now. Street Fighter V, no real announcement except that Jury will be announced, was announced that she will be released at the end of this month. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about her. I don't even think I'd play her. I might play her just to kind of hit the buttons, but I kind of already did that in story mode, so I probably won't. That was really it. There wasn't any announcement. There wasn't anything special. Ono somehow reached into my pocket and pulled out $25 for a stage and some colors, like what I said. Top 8 was really good in Street Fighter V at the early part. Because L.I. Joe was in it. L.I. Joe managed to get to top 8, and he beat his first challenger in that set, and nobody expected him to, and the whole place just fucking blew the sky high. You know, the sound volume was ridiculous. It was so loud, and everybody was just on their feet cheering for L.I. Joe. It was so American hero. And this is all on ESPN2. People are like, oh my god, that's the other side. So first, Street Fighter V, right? L.I. Joe did win his first one, and it was super great. His dad was there, and crazy shit like that. Then he had his next match, and he lost. That sucked a lot. Everybody went dead quiet after that. And it went very predictably out there, except we were all kind of surprised to see Fudo get his Armika up to second place. He did beat Infiltration for finals, but then Infiltration came back and took it. Was very tight. It was very, very tight, but Infiltration did eventually beat Fudo, you know, in grand finals after resetting the bracket. And thus his legendary words when Gutex asked Infiltration how did he beat Fudo when he came back after Fudo beat him, and he just said download complete. So that was pretty rad. Infiltration is a fucking cool guy. I liked Street Fighter V. The top 8 was really cool. It was pretty interesting. It was much more hype when L.I. Joe was in it, and when he left, it wasn't so great. But I still enjoyed it. It was still nice to watch. Infiltration is really cool. I think he's a great guy. He works really hard. You see him all over the place in tournaments and shit. He's not fucking off. So he deserves his wins. He really does. I don't know what else to say about it. It was pretty good. I mean, I liked it, but you know, at the same time, Street Fighter V is not that interesting to watch. You know, like I only watch it because the top 8 are people we know about and we've seen them for a long time. Except for the second place. You know what? I gotta take that back. It wasn't Fudo's Armika, was it? Who was it? It was another Armika player. I'm sorry, I kind of screwed that up. Oh my god, who was it? Fudo, I think, is who he beat to get in the top 8. I can't remember the names. There was a Japanese guy who we weren't really... I don't think anybody's heard of him too much over here. I think he's well known in Japan, but over here we weren't sure what he was like. He was an Armika and got up to second place. I think that's how that went. I think. Either that or he was the other Nash player. I'm getting the names mixed up. It's really hard to remember. But like I said, it was really cool. Yeah, that's the thing. Street Fighter V is not very good to play or to watch. It's not that good. It's nice, but the problem is that the underlying thing... yeah, it's just the one guy, Croker. The one guy I don't remember. I don't remember his name. It was like... started with a T. But, I mean, we know Fudo. We know Infiltration. We know L.I. Joe. We know, I think his name is like either Mauve or Move, M-O-V. We know him. We know the other guy, Go 1 dash, and then he's got a bunch of numbers, right? Go1. We know those guys. Like, I've heard of those names before. It is shit with sugar coating, and that's all I need. It's the basic shit. It is a basic game. The only real way that you could do it is by playing the game in a basic way that you would play any fighting game. You just learn your opponent's habits, and then you've got to come up with the strategy that beats that. And in Street Fighter V's case, it's just, do I jab here? And a lot of times you do. Or do I kind of stagger my turn a little bit, don't go immediately, kind of wait a little bit, see if he presses a button, and then throw something out, you know? It's that weird kind of, it's like a I go, you go, I go, you go, sort of a Street Fighter thing. That's in a lot of Street Fighter games, but in Street Fighter V, that's really all there is. And it's not that riveting. It's not that involving or that interesting. He's called Go Ichi. Alright. But, yeah. It is so simple. Why do you suck so badly at it? Because I suck at fighting games. Because I suck at fighting games. That's... Just because I suck at a fighting game doesn't mean that it is not simple or that it is simple. My skill level with a fighting game is not representative of the game's potential. I am aware of that. That's why when I talk about fighting games, I try to be realistic of my skill level in relation to that fighting game. This game right here, I don't know anything about this game. But right now, if I were to evaluate King of Fighters, I would say I'm not really into it. Because so far it hasn't really done anything that's too cool, you know? So far it's just King of Fighters. It hasn't grabbed me in any way yet. But I just started playing. Maybe after I play, get a little bit more of a skill level going with it, maybe I'll like it. I don't know. Almost Infected. One last thing I want to say. Street Fighter V, the top 8, was streamed on ESPN2, and it was different than Twitch. So the Twitch stream had different commentators, which was Sajam and James Chen. The ESPN2 channel had a very impressive design for it. It was extremely ESPN-like. Gutex was like a guy on the ground with the mic so he could talk to the contestants. Mike Ross and Seth Killian were the commentators for ESPN2. They were the full-on commentators at the desk, all that stuff. So while you could hear Sajam and Chen talking in the arena, you would also be looking at Mike Ross and Seth Killian, and they would be commentating to you, through the TV, and it was on ESPN2. That is really crazy. Like, it was crazy. It was a really, really good production value thing that they did. But there was a catch. There was a serious catch. Infected SA. I think you'll enjoy this the most out of all of us here. I know there's a ton of us, but as soon as it started, as soon as Top 8 started on ESPN2, I went to the ESPN2 Twitter live feed, and I was looking at the hashtag ESPN2. There was a non-stop slew of people wondering where the fuck real sports are on channel ESPN2. They were not prepared to see a video game on their ESPN2. They were not prepared. They were so upset about it. There were people saying, "Where is my fucking NASCAR? Where is my NASCAR? This is some video game Chinese shit." It was the most hilarious thing on the planet. They were like, "Look at what is on ESPN2 right now. The world is ending. This is how the world ends." It's like, what? It's a video game, yeah, but it's very clearly a competition between two people. Pretty sure, that's something. Maybe it's not a sport exactly, but it is. I mean, is it really any worse than poker? Is it really any worse than watching, like, a dart throwing championship that they have on ESPN2? The hot dog eating contest, they had that on ESPN2. People wanted that back over the video game. Unbelievable. Really, 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 really unbelievable. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. These guys were just like, it was Sunday night, it's at 10 o'clock at night, PST, something like that. 11 o'clock, it ran until midnight, a little over midnight, and these guys are like, where's my fucking NASCAR, where's my basketball, like, where's my football? It was the most unrealistic thing I never, ever, ever would have imagined. Never would have imagined it. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Oh, man, and then L.I. Joe. L.I. Joe. Man, I'm telling you, L.I. Joe, when he won his match, and he blew it up, and that stage was screaming at the top of their lungs, L.I. Joe gets on the mic, right? And he's like, I didn't even know my dad is here. My dad is here. He's watching me play. And then his dad comes in and gives him a big old hug. He's like, I'm so proud of my boy. You know, I'm proud of my old American boy. And I was just like, wow. This is a guy who is playing the USA card. This is so ESPN. That I can't believe anybody has a problem with this. How are people going to be like, where's my NASCAR, when there is a red-blooded American boy who's trying to play some fucking competitive fighting game right on TV? I couldn't believe that they were still saying what they were saying, but quite a few of the tweets did change. There was quite a few people who were like, I don't know what's going on, I have no fucking clue what this is, but there is a dude who is from the U.S. and I'm going to cheer him on. There was a few of those tweets. But not a lot. there really wasn't a lot. But holy shit. That was the most hilarious thing about it. Yeah, I couldn't have imagined it. I couldn't have imagined it would be that much vitriol about it. Who watches ESPN2? Like, what is even on that channel that you can't get somewhere else? I mean, there's a million sports channels. What's wrong with an hour and a half, or however long it ran? I don't know how long it ran. What's wrong with, like, some fucking competitive video game for an hour or two? Like, is it really that big a deal? Like, did we take the time slot of something more important? That's what Evo was about, guys. I'm telling you, it was really crazy. Bob Bobson watches ESPN2. Well, that's why he's in Tekken. He doesn't have much time to watch Tekken now, or play Tekken, because he's got to do that now. It is unbelievable. But, you know, yeah, Tekken was the game. For me, it was Tekken. It was all Tekken. That was fun to watch. It was cool to be on ESPN2, but yeah, there was a lot of salt. A lot of salt. Video games are literally the worst, so I feel like you deserve this. And thus the people who are my mods. These aren't just people in the chat trolling me. These are my mods trolling me. So, yeah. I guess I just have to hold that. Evo 2016, man. It's fucking... It was quite something.